Hello! Oh!
Salam alaikum!
What?
Salam alaikum!
What's that? Why have you got a tea
That,
towel on your head?
you said we're going to ISIS.
Yeah, ISIS Angling Club. #1 pit.
Not,
ISIS Angling Club.
not the organisation.
No. ISIS Angling Club. #1 pit.
Ah, when you said ISIS, I thought you meant...
What? Unbelievable. Sorry, mate. Did I disappoint you?
Oh.
Oh well. Each their own.
So, yeah, anyway guys, yeah, we're at ISIS Angling Club.
#1 pit.
Yeah, and which is located in South Surney. Oh, we're not far from Aspen either, are we?
No, it's just up the
No,
road.
in fact, as a crow flies, Aspen is only about a mile in that direction. I know, because I looked on Google Maps.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Right, anyway guys, so I'm fishing with me on Mucker Darren.
Hello!
I'm going to be carp fishing.
And I'm going to be pike fishing.
So, I've never been here before guys, my first time here. You have been here before, haven't you?
Yeah, I used to fish it a lot when I was a kid. Probably 20
God,
years
about
since I
50
last
years
fished it.
ago.
Cheeky bugger. Probably about 20 years since I last fished it. It's changed a lot since then, but it still looks good.
But we're still in the middle of setting up at the moment guys. So I'm going to crack on and do that. I'll tell you what, I've got a cold head now, I've took my rag head off.
I think I jumped on my hat.
No.
Yeah, keep that on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna crack on and start getting set up guys.
And I'm going to go and have a cup of tea because I'm already set up.
Right. Let's go fishing.
I walked off this time.
Right guys, the first thing I need to do, as I've never fished here, is find some spots to fish. So I've got the marker rod out. I've already spoken to one chap just a bit further around the corner, and he's already told me in this swim you only need to go about 7.5 wraps out, and there's a bar out there. He's told me where to aim at the horizon marker, and so I'm going to have a look for them spots he's already advised me on, and then yeah, see if I can find them. So here we go. I'm going to have to get in the water because the actual peg is just down there, but it's about a foot underwater at the moment. But I think I need to go up there because of the tree canopy. So right, here we go. That's as far as I can go, otherwise I'm going to fill my boots up. Chucked it just a little bit more than 7.5 wraps at the moment, probably sort of 8, 9. Yeah, that's fairly... It feels like it's sticking on something a bit down there, so... So we've brought back a bit of silkweed, so that explains why it felt a bit sticky on the retrieve. Right, let's have another go. I felt it hit the bottom, but it was a very soft fuzz, so that would probably say I'm still hitting that silkweed. in now. We're only about 4 wraps out. But, little bit of siltweed again. Right guys, I'm going to crack on and do a little bit more marking out. Probably spend about half hour or so doing this. Trying to find some spots to fish. In fact, I'll probably wrap up to the 7.5 wraps like I've been advised, and then see what kind of drop I get with the 7.5 wraps that I've been advised. Still feels a bit sticky out there, but probably nothing a popped up rig can't handle. Yeah, like I say, we're just bringing in tiny bits of siltweed now, so I think when I get the rig sorted, Ronnie rigs will be the order of the day, just to make sure the baits are sitting above that siltweed. Right, I'm going to have a couple more goes, and then we'll actually start getting some tackle set up. Alright guys, so found the spots. Like I said, luckily, thanks to local knowledge, I was put onto a spot which I was able to find pretty quickly, so that saved me a lot of time. So like I said, the marker floats up, marking me spot, marker rod's just there. Well, that's real. So yeah, I'll put some bait on that in a minute. I think I'm going to fish 2 rods just a couple of foot apart. The spot I was advised on, like the horizon marker, is nice and clear, and I'm going to put my middle rod when they do go out, probably just a couple of foot to the right of it, is where the float is actually sitting at the moment. The spot I was advised to fish on, I found at 8 foot deep. The marker float now is sitting on a spot just 2 foot, 3 foot to the right of that. Must drop off a little bit because that was 9 foot deep. And then I'll fish 1 rod down in the margins. Oh, if I just move slightly to the side, if you can sort of see this snaggy tree over my left shoulder, overhanging the water. Before I'd done any filming, I had a little plop around with a float just in front of that kind of snaggy tree, and it's nice and clear just in front of that tree, so I'll pop one of my rods in that margin, so just to keep it, keep the fishing nice and easy like. Right, anyway, right, that's the spot found. Right, it's time to get the rods out and actually tackle up. Alright guys, so I'm going to put a bit of bait out first before I do anything, then at least that kind of part of my session is done. So I'm going to bait up with the old beaten iron this session. I got some 12 millers and 15 millers. Main reason being they're a lot lighter in colour than the seafood I've been using lately, with the silk weed that is out there, and these being a light coloured bait, it would just be a bit more of a contrast between bait and lake bed, something a bit easier for the fish to visually see. See, this water is pretty much crystal clear, so I expect a lot of the feeding done by the fish is on sight rather than smell. So So we'll catapult a few of them 15 millers out over the resident seagulls are having a go already. Oh, that one landed nice. So, because both these rods that I'm going to be fishing this area are going to only be a few foot apart, the catapult does the nice natural spread over both rods, or both spots I'm going to be fishing. Right, that's some 15 mil. Let's put a few 12 mil in, just so it confuses the fish and they don't know what they're kind of really going at. Oh, that one landed nice. Right. Alright, in fact that'll do. And then that spot I mentioned I'm going to be fishing down there for my right hand rod. I'll get a few 12 millers, a few 15 millers. That's it, and that one's definitely very easy to bait up. Right, that's the baiting up to done. Done. Right, just got to get some rigs out now and start getting the actual tackle ready. Right guys, so just getting the rigs ready now. I forgot to mention guys as well, it's Friday the 13th today, so hopefully nothing will go drastically wrong this session. Because they do say you can have some bad luck on Friday the 13th. But I'm not feeling it guys, I am feeling quite lucky, so you know, first time here. Alright, as I said earlier on, going with the old Ronnie rigs. And then also beat and Anna hook bait. So there we go. Ronnie rig, beat and Anna hook baits. Nice visual bait, something nice and visual to make the fish see it nice and easy above that silkweed. Right, 2 more to go and we're almost ready to start fishing. So fingers crossed, like I said, nothing will go wrong with it being Friday the 13th. Should have worn my glasses. Right, anyway. Oh, Darren gave me some leads as well that he made. Some nice little weedy effect kind of ones. So that will go nice on this lake bed. So nice bit of camo. Right, anyway, right, we're nearly there guys, let's crack on. That's it, guys. The rods are now set. So fingers crossed something can happen for my first visit here to Isis Lake. Right, just got a bit of tidying up to do now, and then we'll go and see Darren in his swim, see what he's up to on the pike side of things.
Ready for this monster? Look at that. Perfect little jack pike. Look. He took a roach, probably 4 or 5 ounce roach. I watched the float bob, thought yeah, and we had this little fella. But hey,
I've got to zoom in on him.
Yeah, zoom right in. Hold on, if I hold him right out like that.
No, he still doesn't look big.
Any perfect condition though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Lovely little pike. But hey, I am blanked. I'm going to get back in the water straight away.
Right, good evening guys. And well, I see, evening, it is only evening, it's not really night time yet, is it?
About 6 o'clock.
But,
feels like about 11.
But we've just had a barbecue, guys. And then when we finished eating the barbecue, took the grill off the old barbecue pit, chucked a bit of wood on, and now we're toasting
Marshmallow.
the old marshmallows.
Giant marshmallows. This is the life, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's not really winter yet. Autumn fishing, isn't it? This is what autumn fishing is all about, isn't it? Sitting around a little fire pit, having some marshmallows, just enjoy the barbecue, and a few dilly. Good morning guys, and fishing wise, a quiet night. I don't know how Darren's got on, I haven't heard from him in the night, so I presume he hasn't had anything in the night. We did say if anyone had anything before we went to bed, we'd wake each other up. But no, Darren hasn't woke me up, my alarms going off haven't woke me up. Did get woken up about 5 o'clock in the morning with the rain coming down. But yeah, I mean, I don't know whether this is a hard lake or how it fishes. You never know what to expect when fishing somewhere for the first time. So what I do understand about this lake though, apparently it is more of a pike fishing lake. Last week me and Darren did come down here to have a bit of a scout round just to check the place out before we come here this session, and everyone that was fishing here then were pike anglers. So yeah, I think it is more of a pike lake than a carp lake, but I also do understand the carp that are in here are quite decent. Probably because all the small ones are being eaten by the pike. Right guys, just thought I'd give a little quick update. I've literally been able to do nothing today. There's been no action on the side of it. I've had a couple of single bleeps on middle rod mainly, but as you can hear and see, the weather has been like this all day, just rain all day, just general dark, dismal weather. It's still absolutely lashing down. It's getting dark now. The floodlights on that trading estate the other side of the lake have now come on. So I've just looked at the weather app on my phone. It's not due to stop raining until 8 o'clock tonight, which is another 4 hours away. So if I do rebait me rods, it's gonna be in the dark. Well, I say in the dark, them floodlights do light up the lake so you can see pretty well, so but at least that floodlight, if I can do a point, there we go, this floodlight here, this is my left hand rod on that floodlight there, so, and I'm only fishing slightly to the right on the middle rod, probably where that line of trees is right at the same height on my left rod, and where it goes to the slightly taller tree is probably just where I'm fishing on the middle rods. So if I do have to redo the rods in the dark, that floodlight is my nighttime marker. But we'll see. I just might leave the rods out, not touch them. Who knows? I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do yet, guys. Hey guys, so the rain has stopped. It's just coming up for 6 o'clock now, and the weather forecast has changed. It was due to go on to about 8 o'clock, like I said earlier, but the rain gave one last hurrah about half hour ago, where it absolutely belted down, and now it stopped. So but yeah, it was really coming down really bad, so but now the rain has stopped. I think I am going to wind the rods in, put fresh hook baits on like I said I would do earlier, because it's not late yet, it's only, like I said, just going up to 6 o'clock. So, and as you can see with the light behind us, I can see what I'm doing. I haven't even got my head torch on, and there's still plenty of light to see what I'm doing. So, right, anyway, I'm going to crack on with that now. Wind the rods in, get some fresh hook baits on for tonight, and then hopefully maybe some some slightly fresher hook baits might pick up a fish that's just milling around, minding its own business. Right, let's crack on and do that then, guys. Right guys, that is all 3 rods now rebaited. So even though I'm only going 7.5 wraps, it is still a bit awkward because of the tree canopy above my head. I've got my 13-foot rod, so the tree canopy above my head, and on my left arm rod for when I'm aiming towards that floodlight, there's a branch in the way on the tree on the left, so I always have to kind of like do the cast and then bring the rod round to the right to make sure I don't hook it over that branch, and with it being dark and everything, is a It's a little bit more awkward than normal, but I'm glad I've done it now, guys, because it just gives you that little bit more confidence when you're fishing with fresh hook baits. So, right, anyway, time to chill and relax now, guys. And so I'm glad that I've done that now. So I can sit back and relax and chill and go and see what Darren's up to. Oh, good morning, guys. Obviously, from the lack of nighttime footage, nothing happened. Well, we got another lovely morning weather-wise. Oh, hey ho, that's fishing. Right, I'm going to shut the door back up, guys, because this rain is coming in.
Here we go. He's 15.9 in the sling. I got to take whatever the sling is off, obviously. I think it's about £3, so he's around about £12–13. Not a bad fish. Leaf on him. Give me a good old fight. That was a little Jerry mackerel, that was. Literally just cast it back out.
Oh.
So, yeah. That'd do, wouldn't it? That's
yeah,
sort of a proper pike, isn't it? Better than the little one we had before. So, yeah, good condition as well, aren't they? Proper mean fighting machines, aren't they? Right.
Yeah. Nice to see you again, you know.
Yeah.
With the weather not letting us come out of our bivvies much.
No, it was a bit bad, wasn't it? It's been a bit grotty, but yeah.
Right, guys, that is it. We've come to the end of the session now. My first time here, unfortunately, it was a blank. First things first, we do have to thank the club secretaries, Nigel and Bob, as basically give us this session as a freebie in order to make this video to kind of, you know, put it out there onto the interweb a bit more. Unfortunately, on the carp side of it, I've not been able to convert that into something a bit more positive to show you, but luckily Darren did convert his pike fishing into a couple of catches.
Yeah, a couple of little ones, but just
Yeah.
bits for that still.
Yeah, from what I can gather and from what we've seen from other anglers, I think this is more of a pike lake than a carp lake, isn't it?
I think there's quite a few carp in here, but I think they're quite hard.
I don't know. There could be 5 carp in here. There could be 500 carp.
We don't know. We
don't know. Yeah.
But there seems to be a lot of pike anglers here.
Yeah.
Like there's two over there. There was 2 walking around earlier.
Yeah. It's definitely more of a piking lake than a. But from what I understand from people, there are a few nice carp to be had from here. So we'll definitely be back. I might join it next year because this lake's only £45 a year to join. It's, you know, it's a no frills lake, isn't it? There's nothing special here. There's no toilets on site. There's no running water on site. But it is only £45 for a year, so you get what you pay for, I think.
Yeah.
But it's
I mean, I think that's great value for 45 quid.
Yeah.
Brilliant value, really. It is a nice looking lake, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I suppose if you fish it a bit more, you'll get used to it. And
yeah, definitely we'll be back next year at some point anyway, guys. But anyway, sorry I haven't been able to put a carp on the bank for you, but we'll be back some point next year to give it another go. Hopefully the weather will be better then as well.
Yeah, it's a bit wet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a wet weekend.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, and until next time, tight lines.
See you later.